In this calm, still and serene evening, and when the whole church remembers Jesus' passion on this Friday, we are here before that blessed sacrament. As darkness is filling this campus and this chapel too is full of darkness, but still at the center, the lighted candles, Blessed Sacrament is sending its rays of energy towards me. And this rays of energy is entering every part of my body, every cell of my body. It's also filling my subconscious and all that is active and alive in this body as a human person. As I gaze into this blessed sacrament, I see that holy energy, and the same energy that was found in the person of Jesus, who walked the Palestine 2000 years ago. And today, I would like to accompany Jesus in his very important ministry of healing. As I look at this blessed sacrament, I would like to see also the Jesus, the historical Jesus, who touched so many people during his lifetime on earth as a human person. Today, once again, I would like to go back to the city called Jericho. I would like to imagine that city of Jericho, which existed 2000 years ago. And I imagine that city, which is an important one. A lot of people lived in that little city. I imagine the synagogue, the beautiful Jewish center for prayer and worship. I see the well which is used by all the people around. I also imagine a number of houses, the streets, and also the marketplace. I imagine people. People are moving, going to the synagogue, going to the market, trading things happening around. I hear the noise, the sound of carpenters. I see the conversations. And I see a large crowd gathered around near that synagogue, just outside the synagogue. I see the men, women, children, young, old. There seems to be a lot of excitement in that place. And people are waiting to listen something from the mouth of Jesus. And everyone is attentive. Everyone is clear in their focus. And I see a person who is standing there. And there seems to be some helpers around him. And I go closer to that person. And there I notice a teacher, a rabbi, a young rabbi instructing people. And I go still closer. And I see the person with long hair, untrimmed beard, the hand-long robe, white and red. He seems to be a tall man, also tall in every sense, in his preaching, in his instructions. And I see his face, his sparkling eyes. There is some sort of serenity and peace and eternal bliss on his face. Perhaps that must be the reason why people are attracted towards him. There seems to be some sort of energy flowing out when he speaks, when he looks at people. And also I see people around him. There seems to be his disciples, Peter, James, John, Andrew, Philip, Nathanael, Matthew, Judas. There are so many. All seems to be waiting on him to do the things that are necessary. And I'm curious today what Jesus is going to do. I would like to see him doing something, some miracle. And it is getting evening. And Jesus wants to stop his preaching for the day. And he wants to move on to another city. He wants to leave his Jericho. Thus he says to his disciples, let's go. Let's go to another city. And I also curious. That means he has something to do. even on the way. I would like to see what is going to happen. And Jesus sends all these people away. Says, time up, go home. See you again. And there Jesus, starting his steps, he walks. He begins to move along with his disciples. He's almost reaching the boundary level of that little town of Jericho. I see a lot of people coming before him, behind him. Everyone wants to talk to him. Jesus stops here and there, gives his counsel, touches them, moves forward. Almost reaching the entrance to the city of Jericho. Almost as an exit point for Jesus. And there I see a person sitting down. A person simply sitting down without much help. As I come closer, I see he seems to be a beggar. He's not simply a beggar, but also he's a blind man. He cannot see. His eyelids are closed. And he's holding all bowls that is used not only to get the alms, the help from others, but also eat. That is his precious treasure. Begging bowl, but also eating. The eating plate for him. And I like to see him further. And I see the whole face is troubled. Troubled because he cannot see. He cannot see a mirror. And I see on his cheeks the scales time that have been flown from his blind eyes. He seems to be very weak on his face. His face is tired, wrinkles all around. Perhaps he's not eating enough or getting enough to eat. And I see his hair, uncombed hair, they too have become long. The beard, which is troubled beard in a way. It has not seen water for quite a while. And I see his clothes. He has got those torn pieces of clothes, almost like a gunny bag, wearing around him in order to cover his body, his naked body. And I see nearby a little bag, a gunny bag. Seems to be there are some few things for him. Perhaps that is the only possession that he has. By his sheer look, I see that he is really a poor beggar. I see a person nearby and I would like to ask his name. What is he? Person tells me he is Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus. Looks like everyone knows in that town who is this Bartimaeus. His dad is Timaeus. Very good name. Unfortunately, poor, beggar, blind in every sense. He has been waiting there to see Jesus, to see his master. He had heard so many times that Jesus has the capacity to heal. And every passerby he goes, he asks them. He asks them today not some coins, but he asks, where is Jesus? Where is Jesus? I would like to see him. I would like to meet him. And I hear his groaning. He asks every passerby the same question. Where is Jesus? I would like to see him. I would like to meet him. And I see on his face some sort of expectation. A great desire seems to fill in on his face. And there, the crowd of people with Jesus approaching closer to that place of Bartimaeus, the entrance to the city. And I notice here, Bartimaeus is hearing the noise. One of the passerby says, it is the one. He is the one. Jesus. Jesus is coming. And at once, Bartimaeus straightens his voice and calls, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. Powerful words. He's calling out of all his energy. He's tired, wrinkled, and forlorn body. Out of it comes that shrill voice, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And there I see Jesus, not very far from Bartimaeus, stops there because he's talking to others, listening to people's problems. And Jesus gives his attention to this man. He says to Peter, go, call him. Let him come here. And I see Peter, James and John running towards Bartimaeus. And there, Bartimaeus hears the walking steps of these people, comes closer to them. And Peter says to him, come on, Master is calling. And I see the excitement on the face of Bartimaeus. He pushes his hands down, throws away whatever he's holding on. His little bag, even the bow, he has forgotten about it. Gets up. Peter, Andrew, James, John, everyone helps him. They almost lift him up because it's an urgency. The master wants to see him. There, Bartimaeus up on his feet, but can't see. But the disciples of Jesus show him the way, hold both of his hands, and pull him towards Jesus. And there Jesus is. calm, serene, sees everything what is going on here. And once again, Bartimaeus calls out Jesus again. He doesn't know the proximity of Jesus. Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus hears his groaning from the heart and asks straight away, Bartimaeus, what do you want from me? Bartimaeus, what do you want from me? And I see Bartimaeus, full of excitement, says, Lord, give me the sight. I'm blind. I'm blind for everything. And there I am. I'm also excited at this moment. I want to see what is happening at this moment. Perhaps I would like to see my blindness to be taken away. I want to be healed. I'm also interested the same kind of healing might take place in me. I push myself very close to Bartimaeus, next to Jesus. I bow down. And I see once again Jesus extending his hands upon Bartimaeus and on his head. He puts both his hands. And there he is giving some sort of massage on his forehead. It seems to be he's loosening the nerves of his eyes. He brings down his main fingers, brings it down on his eyelids, on his eyes. He's simply giving some sort of massage. And I see Jesus is massaging his eyes. And I see Jesus also praying. He's praying intently. And everything is in silence. And those words ring into my mind. Teacher, let me see again. And I see the words coming out from the mouth of Bartimaeus. Jesus, Master, Teacher, let me see again. I believe in you. Give me that sight. And I see Jesus is almost completing that process of giving massage. He takes out all the scales from his eyes. They are dropping. Water is coming down. The tears from his eyes are rolling down. And Jesus slowly opens them up, little by little. I see the whole crowd is excited. Pin drop silence with what is happening there. There it is, half open eyes of Bartimaeus. Jesus spends more time trying to fix them up. Takes the same water that is rolling down from his eyes. And Jesus opens completely his eyes. And there I see the glow, the eyes of Bartimaeus. And I see the holy energy passing from the person of Jesus into the eyes of this Bartimaeus, the blind beggar. And there it is, Bartimaeus almost jumping and And still Jesus is holding his head. He's excited. He's seeing something new. And Jesus, there it is, still more giving new life to him. And I see the smile on the face of Bartimaeus, which has been long lost. There he is, completely opened eyes. The tears have been rolled down completely from his eyes, almost empty. And I see the fresh glow on his face. Almost they're like lights, sparkling lights. And that's what sees Bartimaeus, completely open. And I am there with Jesus. And Jesus says, Bartimaeus, your sins are forgiven. Go in peace. Bartimaeus, your sins are forgiven. You are healed man. Go in peace. The words of Jesus like a thunder to me. They enter into my being, my subconscious. I'm simply taken up by these words, the action of Jesus towards that blind beggar. And I like to spend that time with Jesus so that I too may be healed completely, touched by the same hands of Jesus. Let him also press his hands on my head, on my cheeks, on my eyes, so that I may also see everything clearly. I may also be healed and forgiven. And I ask that grace, the same Lord.